Top vitamins to stop muscle loss. Have you ever looked at your body in the mirror and quietly asked yourself, why am I getting weaker even though I eat well? Maybe you've asked, why do my legs feel heavier every time I take the stairs? Or, why is it harder to carry grocery bags or open jars these days? These aren't just signs of aging. They're warning signals. They're your body's way of crying out that something is wrong under the surface. And here's what makes it all so confusing. You might be doing everything right. Eating 3 meals a day, taking multivitamins, staying active at least somewhat. You're not bedridden. You try to walk. You avoid fast food. And still, your muscles are thinning. Your arms feel flabbier. You're losing firmness in places you once felt strong. Now here's the twist. It's not because you're old, and it's definitely not your fault. The truth is, most of us have been misled by surface-level health advice. We're told to eat more protein, to lift weights, to move more. Yes, these things help. But what no one tells you is that your muscles also need very specific vitamins to survive, grow, and regenerate. Without them, your efforts mean very little. You could be eating a perfect meal, but if your body lacks the key vitamins to process and deliver those nutrients to your muscle tissue, you're running on empty. Silent deficiencies, ones you've never been tested for, could be slowly eroding your strength, balance, energy, and posture. And it doesn't happen overnight. It sneaks up on you. It starts as fatigue, then slight pain when you stand up, then stiffness in your hips. Eventually, it gets harder to get out of bed, to stretch, to walk for more than 10 minutes without needing a break. You may even notice changes in your personality. You're more irritable, less motivated. Tasks you used to breeze through now take effort. These emotional shifts are not just in your head. Muscle and brain health are intricately connected. The inflammation and deficiencies affecting your muscles are also impacting your neurotransmitters, changing the way you feel. The science of muscle loss has evolved dramatically in the last decade. We now understand that by your 30s, your body begins to lose muscle, about 3 to 5% per decade. And once you hit your 50s, 60s, and beyond, that loss accelerates if you don't act fast. But it can be reversed. Your muscle loss is not a death sentence. It's a signal. And when you ignore that signal, when you dismiss it as just age, you miss the chance to fix it. Because the truth is, muscle is like a retirement savings account. The more you build and preserve now, the more independence and energy you have later. And just like compound interest, the earlier you start, the bigger the rewards. In this video, we're going to explore the hidden deficiencies that may be causing your muscle loss, and the exact vitamins your body desperately needs to stop this breakdown and begin restoring your strength. These are not magical pills. These are foundational nutrients, ones your body was meant to run on. And if you're feeling seen right now, if any part of this resonates with you, I want you to know you're not alone. Leave a comment down below if you've been feeling weaker, slower, or just off. Your story might be the one that helps someone else realize they're not crazy and they're not broken. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear path forward. You'll understand what's going wrong and how to fix it. Let's uncover the truth together. Vitamin D3, the hormone misunderstood as a vitamin. When most people think of vitamin D, they think bones, maybe mood, rarely muscles. But that's a dangerous oversight. Vitamin D isn't just a vitamin. It acts more like a hormone, and it's directly involved in muscle contraction, muscle growth, and neuromuscular function. Without enough D3, your muscle fibers shrink. They atrophy. You lose balance. Your fall risk increases. And sadly, over 70% of adults, even in sunny regions, are deficient. A lack of vitamin D leads to increased levels of myostatin, a protein that literally blocks muscle growth. At the same time, it reduces testosterone and growth hormone levels, both critical for maintaining lean body mass. What makes this worse is that as we age, our ability to convert sunlight into D3 plummets. So, even if you go for walks or sit near windows, it's not enough. The consequences? Heavy legs, trouble rising from a chair, slower walking speed, increased belly fat, but thinner limbs. That's the muscle wasting away. And it doesn't have to be this way. Vitamin D3, especially when paired with K2, can flip the switch. It helps shuttle calcium into bones, enhances nerve signals to muscles, and promotes regeneration. When taken consistently, it can significantly reduce muscle pain, improve endurance, and help rebuild strength from the inside out. Even more, vitamin D3 plays a key role in reducing chronic inflammation, which is a silent saboteur of muscle tissue. Low-grade inflammation slowly breaks down muscle fibers, making it harder for your body to repair after exercise, illness, or injury. With optimal D3 levels, you reduce this background noise and allow healing to begin. For best results, consider getting your blood levels tested. Many people find they need higher doses, sometimes 5,000 IU daily, especially if they're overweight, older, or have absorption issues. Pairing D3 with healthy fats and vitamin K2 enhances bioavailability and safety. This isn't just a supplement. It's a signal to your muscles that it's time to come back to life. Vitamin B12, the nerve-muscle connector. Vitamin B12 is often labeled as the energy vitamin, but its role in muscle health is far deeper. It supports the creation of red blood cells, nerve function, and the synthesis of neurotransmitters that allow your brain to tell your muscles what to do. As you age, your stomach produces less acid, and B12 absorption depends on that acid. So, even if you eat meat or take a multivitamin, your body might still be starved of B12. It's especially true if you're on acid-blocking medications, have IBS, or are vegetarian. Symptoms of low B12 mimic neurological diseases, numbness in the hands and feet, difficulty walking, poor coordination, and yes, muscle weakness. You may feel like your legs just don't listen to you anymore, or like your hands have lost their grip strength. Restoring B12, especially in its methylated form, can reignite those lost connections. It can improve muscle tone, balance, and even reduce fall risk. And because B12 deficiency is so common, especially in those over 50, it's one of the first things you should correct. But B12 doesn't just affect movement. It impacts memory, focus, and emotional resilience. Many people report brain fog, mood swings, and even depression as a result of B12 depletion. That's because B12 helps produce serotonin and dopamine, the feel-good brain chemicals. When your B12 is low, everything slows down: your muscles, your mind, your motivation. If you've been feeling disconnected from your body, like your limbs are separate from your brain, don't brush it off. This is one of the most common, reversible causes of muscle dysfunction. Sublingual B12 supplements bypass digestion and go straight into the bloodstream, offering faster relief. Within weeks, many people report more energy, better coordination, and a renewed sense of vitality. Let's keep uncovering more of these hidden keys to muscle preservation. Magnesium, the forgotten muscle mineral. Magnesium doesn't get enough credit. While it's praised for sleep and stress, it's also critical for muscle performance. It regulates ADP, the energy currency your muscles burn. It controls calcium and potassium flow, both essential for contraction and relaxation. Low magnesium causes twitching, cramps, Charlie horses, and delayed recovery. And yet, over 60% of adults consume less than the recommended amount. Worse, common things like coffee, stress, and certain medications actively drain magnesium from your body. If you felt wired but tired, have frequent leg cramps, or notice a racing heart after simple exertion, magnesium deficiency might be to blame. And correcting it, using forms like magnesium glycinate or malate, can restore calm, improve sleep, and significantly enhance muscle endurance. Beyond that, magnesium is involved in over 300 enzymatic processes in the body. That includes protein synthesis, the process your muscles rely on to rebuild after exertion. Without enough magnesium, your muscles can't repair themselves, which leads to chronic soreness, fatigue, and even long-term atrophy. Magnesium also influences your mood, sleep cycle, and inflammation levels. If you're struggling with insomnia, anxiety, or constant tension, chances are your magnesium tank is running low. This mineral helps lower cortisol, your stress hormone, and balances blood sugar levels that influence how your muscles recover and grow. Incorporating magnesium-rich foods like spinach, pumpkin seeds, almonds, and black beans can help. But many people benefit from supplementation, especially if they are under chronic stress or over age 40. Choose highly bioavailable forms like magnesium glycinate or magnesium malate. These are gentle on the stomach and effective in replenishing depleted stores. Within weeks, many report fewer cramps, deeper sleep, and stronger performance in simple everyday activities like climbing stairs or walking longer distances without fatigue. Vitamin K2, the calcium traffic director. Vitamin K2 is often confused with K1, which is for blood clotting. But K2 has a unique job. It tells calcium where to go. Without it, calcium can end up in the wrong places, your arteries, joints, even soft tissues, causing stiffness and inflammation. For muscles, that's a problem. Muscles need flexibility. They need proper blood flow. And that depends on clear, calcium-free pathways. K2 ensures calcium is deposited in your bones and not your arteries. It activates proteins like osteocalcin and matrix GLA, which are crucial for muscle and bone interaction. If you felt increasingly stiff, struggle with joint discomfort, or wake up with tight calves, K2 might be the missing link. Natto, a fermented soybean product, is one of the few natural sources, but supplementation is often necessary. Pair it with D3, and the results are amplified. The magic of K2 lies in its ability to protect your entire musculoskeletal system. It prevents calcification in soft tissues, which means more flexibility, less stiffness, and better circulation. When your arteries are free of rogue calcium, your muscles receive more oxygen and nutrients, enabling them to heal and perform at their peak. K2 also plays a key role in mitochondrial health. Mitochondria are the powerhouses of your cells, and when they work efficiently, your muscle endurance soars. Aging and inflammation damage mitochondria, leading to fatigue and slower muscle recovery. But K2 supports their function, allowing your body to convert food into clean, sustainable energy. If you're taking vitamin D3 alone without K2, you might be sending calcium to the wrong places. Always pair the two. Choose the -7 Malawian kwacha's form of K2. It's more bioavailable and stays in the body longer. Just 100 to 200 micrograms daily can make a profound difference over time. Vitamin C, the collagen catalyst. Vitamin C does more than fight colds. It's responsible for creating collagen, the protein that holds your muscles, tendons, and ligaments together. Without enough vitamin C, your muscles lose their structural integrity. They sag, tear more easily, heal slower. Vitamin C is also a powerful antioxidant, shielding your muscle tissue from oxidative stress. After exercise or illness, your muscles are vulnerable. Vitamin C steps in to repair and protect. Signs of deficiency include easy bruising, slow wound healing, weak gums, and yes, muscle soreness that lingers. By restoring vitamin C through whole foods or supplements, you can boost recovery, support connective tissues, and rebuild strength at the root level. But it doesn't stop there. Vitamin C supports adrenal health, helping you manage stress better. When your body is constantly under tension, your cortisol levels spike, and that hormone breaks down muscle tissue. Vitamin C buffers that stress response, reducing muscle loss in high-pressure times. It also enhances iron absorption. Why is this important? Iron helps carry oxygen to your muscles. When you're low in iron, you feel weak, tired, and short of breath during activity. Vitamin C helps keep your muscles oxygenated and energized, especially when paired with iron-rich foods like lentils, beets, or leafy greens. The best sources of vitamin C include citrus fruits, bell peppers, strawberries, and broccoli. But if you're recovering from illness, surgery, or chronic inflammation, a high-quality supplement can offer additional support. Look for buffered or liposomal forms, which are gentler on the stomach and more absorbable. Aim for at least 500 to 1,000 milligrams daily for muscle maintenance, or more temporarily during periods of stress or healing. Omega-3 fatty acids, the inflammation fighters. Omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, are not just heart healthy. They're muscle sparing. They reduce chronic inflammation, a key cause of muscle breakdown. They also enhance insulin sensitivity, allowing your muscles to absorb more nutrients. Multiple studies show that seniors who take omega-3s maintain more muscle mass and strength than those who don't. They improve protein synthesis, reduce muscle degradation, and aid recovery after exertion. If you suffer from chronic soreness, joint pain, or general fatigue, omega-3s can be a game changer. Look for high-quality fish oil or algal oil, and aim for 2 to 3 grams per day for therapeutic benefit. What makes omega-3s so powerful is their role in cellular repair. Every cell membrane in your body, including your muscle cells, needs omega-3 fatty acids to function properly. When your diet lacks these healthy fats, your muscles become more prone to tears, inflammation, and fatigue. Omega-3s rebuild those membranes, helping your body recover faster from strain and protect against long-term damage. They also regulate gene expression related to muscle growth. EPA and DHA enhance mTOR signaling, a biological pathway crucial for protein synthesis. This means that omega-3s actually help your body turn amino acids into muscle tissue more efficiently. It's like upgrading your internal engine. Add fatty fish like salmon, mackerel, and sardines to your diet, or supplement with pharmaceutical-grade fish oil. For vegans, algal oil provides EPA and DHA from marine algae. Always check for purity. Third-party tested products ensure you're not consuming harmful mercury or toxins. Within weeks of consistent omega-3 intake, people often notice reduced joint pain, better stamina, and a clearer mind. It's a small change with massive rewards. Vitamin E, the muscle regenerator. Often overlooked, vitamin E is crucial for repairing muscle cell membranes. When muscles are used, especially during exercise, they incur microscopic damage. Vitamin E helps patch that damage and prevents it from becoming chronic. It also boosts circulation, supports oxygen delivery to muscles, and reduces exercise-induced damage. Deficiency can lead to muscle weakness, coordination issues, and slower recovery. If your endurance has declined, or if you feel unusually sore after minor physical activity, your vitamin E levels might be low. Adding in natural sources like sunflower seeds, almonds, or supplementation can revitalize your muscular resilience. Vitamin E is also one of your body's frontline defenders against oxidative stress, the kind that comes from pollution, processed foods, and even intense workouts. When free radicals attack your muscle cells, vitamin E steps in to neutralize them. This keeps your tissues younger, healthier, and more resilient to damage. As we age, our natural levels of vitamin E decline. Combine that with a diet low in nuts, seeds, and green vegetables, and it's easy to fall into deficiency. The result? Sluggish recovery, muscle soreness, and an overall feeling of weakness. Vitamin E also improves red blood cell flexibility, which enhances oxygen transport. That means your muscles get the oxygen they need to fire properly during exertion. Better oxygen equals better performance. Aim for a natural form like D-alpha tocopherol, ideally paired with mixed tocopherols for a more balanced effect. And remember, vitamin E is fat-soluble. Take it with a meal that includes healthy fats for maximum absorption. Turnaround, from breakdown to rebuilding. Healing your muscles doesn't require a complete lifestyle overhaul. What it requires is smarter choices, targeted nutrition, and a commitment to listen to your body's whispers before they become screams. Begin by replenishing the essentials. Choose supplements that use bioavailable forms of each vitamin, the types your body can actually use. Pair vitamin D3 with K2. Opt for methylated B12. Choose magnesium glycinate. Use liposomal vitamin C for better absorption. Fish oil should be clean, potent, and dosed correctly. Support your recovery with whole foods. Think fatty fish, leafy greens, pumpkin seeds, fermented vegetables, citrus fruits, and colorful produce. Cook with anti-inflammatory oils like olive oil or avocado oil. Use herbs like turmeric and rosemary to further reduce inflammation. Timing matters too. Take fat-soluble vitamins with meals. Take magnesium in the evening for better sleep. Pair vitamin C with iron-rich foods to enhance absorption. Avoid taking everything at once. Space your supplements throughout the day for consistent support. And movement is medicine. Even if you feel tired, a short walk helps improve circulation and trigger muscle regeneration. Resistance training, even bodyweight exercises, tells your body, we still need these muscles. When paired with the right vitamins, the results are multiplied. Remember, every small improvement in muscle health means more energy, better mobility, fewer falls, and greater independence. You're not just adding years to your life, you're adding life to your years. Closing message: a stronger tomorrow begins today. You've just learned the silent truth behind muscle loss. It's not just about aging. It's about what your body is missing. And now you know the key vitamins that can change everything. It's not too late to start. Even if you've felt weak, tired, or discouraged for years, your muscles are still listening. They're waiting. They're capable of incredible transformation, but only if you give them the tools they need. This is your opportunity to reclaim your strength, your stamina, and your confidence. You don't need to become a bodybuilder. You just need to become stronger for your future, for your family, for yourself. Leave a comment below. What's the first change you'll make today to take your power back? Like and share this video so others can discover the truth. And subscribe to this channel, because we're not here to age quietly. We're here to age wisely, powerfully, and together. And remember, muscles don't age, they adapt. Feed them well, move with purpose, and watch your strength return, one choice at a time.